The Lambretta G350 is the flagship and top-of-the-line scoot coming from the iconic Italian brand. Now, this is a scoot I got for myself as a treat as we celebrate 10 years of Makinamoto. 10 years! So, I think that's a pretty good reason to get another bike. Now, just because this is my scoot, it doesn't mean that it will be given special treatment as we scrutinize it in this episode of Makinamoto Features. This, folks, is the Lambretta G350.
This is a unique episode in the sense that usually when a bike or a scooter goes through Makina for a feature at sobrang nagustuhan ko yung motor na yon, I'll sit on it, think about it, and medyo pagpapunta na siya dun sa mga bias ko na trip na motor, I end up buying it. Now this time, kabaliktaran, I got this bike first before the feature. Now, I just wanted to point that out. There were two Lambrettas that already went through Makina, the lower variants, and of course that left a lasting impression sa akin. And so, syempre, before I jump into Lambretta, I mean, given that I wanted to get a Lambretta one day, so what can I get into na gusto kong aakuhin ko siya, tatagal siya sa akin? If you know me, you know that I am into retro-looking scooters. That is also the reason why meron pa rin tayong plastic sa upuan. Kasi I'm in that stage right now na hindi to pwede dapuan ng kahit ano. Alam nyo na this early on the video na trip na natin yung scoot. Diba?
The Lambretta G350 has a single-cylinder, 4-stroke, 4-valve engine.
Displacement is 330.1 cc. Our max output is 19 kilowatts or 25.8 HP. Ang ating torque is 25.5 Newton meters. So when you're looking at a scoot this size with that engine size, that kind of power and torque, masaya siya, di ba? You're compact, yet you have the power when you need it. Especially, we're gonna be using this in the city, maybe long stretches if you try to go out of town on the side roads. But more or less, it just spells a lot of fun.
Not disgusting yet, down and lonely. It's the fortune only. I'm looking for something else. Let's go slowly.
Ang frame natin is a steel monocoque chassis, front suspension double arm leading link with dual adjustable shock absorbers. Ang rear suspension natin double adjustable shock absorbers. Brakes, we got hydraulic discs front and rear with dual channel ABS, of course. So ang ating wheel size is going to be 12s, both front and back. Total dry weight natin is 173 kilos, seat height 790 mm, pretty much Pinoy friendly, and our fuel tank capacity is 9.5 liters. Taking a look at our paint job, this is the first thing I want to appreciate here. When I'm talking about quality of paint, syempre, it's not just the type of paint that you put there, it's also the technique on how you put it on. I don't know if you can see it, the camera can give it justice. Yung balatsuha level niya is very, very low, which tells me that they really spent time to really finish this properly, which means na after you paint it, sometimes kasi depending on the machine, on how a product is painted, minsan hindi mo na kailangan i-buff. Iba naman, kailangan pa rin, but before you even buff it, kailangan mong iliha to ng 2,000 or 3,000 grit, and then from there, mirror image din, buff mo pa. Parang salamin talaga. And this is what I'm seeing right now. To get to this level takes some effort as well. Talagang tinapos nila ito ng maayos. It goes in line with yung pagkalambreta niya, di ba? Yung quality na gusto nilang ibigay sa mga customers. So wala akong masabi sa pintura nito. The type of red that they use here is just absolutely stellar. Ayan yung sinasabi kong plastic po. Siya naman, oh, tatanggal na. Ayokong tanggalin yung plastic eh. So the plastic is of good quality too. Now, the second thing that I want to appreciate here is the quality of our seat. For you, I will show you the seat. Tatanggalin natin yung plastic na ayoko naman talaga tanggalin. Yan. Okay, sisilip ko lang yung kanto kasi baka madumihan. Now, look at the quality of this one. Look at that type of leather. Look at the dye that they used to finish that. Super ganda, di ba? Mapaplastic mo talaga siya, di ba? Ayaw mo siyang masira, ayaw mo siyang madumihan. In fact, ang unang madudumihan dito would be the thread. Balik nga natin. Yan. Look at the detail here too. Diba? You just gotta say, okay, hanap Lambretta. The attention to detail. It's these little things. Yan ang mga binibili natin dyan. Wala rin ako masabi sa ating stem ng ating salamin. Thick and beefy, good chrome, solidly built. Sa pagka-solid pa niya, it goes in line with yung pagka-simple ng layout. Look at your controls here. Look at how this is presented, diba? They have this partition over here sa housing natin for the controls, and they decided to go silver for that. And look at how it's laid out. within this. Very simple looking, very nice. Bagay rin sa ating grips. Simple and elegant. On the right side, same. Especially with the quality of this one. Ginawa nilang bright red, but it's not the bright red that is cheap looking na nagiging pink through time. This is good quality switches and a good shade of red as well. Just pops. Let's take a look at our gauge. Good morning, Lambretta. Have a safe ride. Boom. Full color. Really nice. Everything that you need is all there. Trip meter, speedometer, of course, your fuel gauge, and your temperature. So the essentials are there. Clock as well. Battery condition. Very nice. You can look at it on the off angle, and this tells you that the quality of the plastic covering is also good. Yung iba kasi sobrang pagdating mo na dito, di mo na makita. I mean, just a slight off angle, like you have to put your head dead center. Ito naman, you look at the side, kita mo pa rin yung display natin. Okay siya.
Show me how you do that trick, the one that makes me scream, she said, the one that makes me laugh, she said, and threw her arms around my neck. Show me how you do it, and I promise you, I promise.
Taking a look at our front end, the leg suspension, I mean, look at it, diba? Pwede mo siyang titigan ng matagal eh. Diba? Even that is a work of art. Look at how it's laid out. It reminds me of a painting of H.R. Jigger, illustration by H.R. Jigger. Beautiful. Our tires, Pirelli agad. Okay, so let's take a look at our rear. Very, very clean. Yan ang okay sa Lambretta eh. They let the essential lines of the bike shine through. Like in this case, you're wondering, okay, where's the grab bar? If I need to put it on the center stand, and what if I have a pillion? What are they gonna grab onto? They put it under the seat. So you just put your hand over there, and you can feel it already. Yan yung grab bar mo, tinago nila sa ilalim na upuan, and that just made their whole rear very, very clean to look at. Any angle you look at the scooter, it just looks nice. Let's look at it from here. Let's look at it from there. Let's look at it from there. Let's look at it from here. It's just really, really nice. Kahit saan mo tignan, ang ganda niya tignan. Alright, let's take a look at our compartment in the leg shield. To open that, you twist this to the left like so. That's what you get. You can put your paperwork in there, some documents, your phone can fit in there, maybe a small sandwich, a little banana. You got a USB port going on over here, and it's pretty much weather sealed in the sense that it's inside the compartment and it's also angled downward, so it's not scooping up rainwater should rainwater get in there. At this point here, what I'm pulling here is the lever to open the seat. So let's do it. So first things first, I want to appreciate how this opens all the way there. Good, because my pet peeve is with some other scooters, they only open up to here. So it's hard to get stuff in there, right? So this is our space, but you can take this out to access the engine. You can fit in a half-face helmet. That is our engine top view. If I were to suggest to Lambretta if they can add something more to this compartment, is a pilot light for when it's nighttime. Sometimes you gotta rummage through stuff, you got a lot of stuff crammed in there. So I think it would be good to have a pilot light there. Other scoots would have it here, but I do understand that how are you gonna do that when this thing is detachable, right? So I have a suggestion. Since you have electricals going over here and you got another USB port over here, weather sealed as well, maybe since you have an electrical line over here, add the pilot light here that is projecting downwards. So when you open, you're gonna have light that's gonna be shining down here. I think that's a pretty good idea. What do you guys think, engineers from Lambretta? That's a pretty good add-on, right, for future variants? Ooh, look at that, beautiful LED, of course, all the way. That is our signal. And let's take a listen. It's got a low grunt to it, but you can already hear the heft and the power from the 330cc engine.
There are essentially two variants of the Lambretta G350, the Series 1, which is a solid colored scoot priced at 471,000 pesos, and the Series 2, which is a two-tone version of the G350, priced at 480,000 pesos. Now, if you watch Makina long enough, then you would know why I went for the solid colored one. Nakatipid pa ako ng 9,000 pesos. That said, there is no perfect bike out there, and if I were to request a change in future variants, I'd say perhaps the option to edit my opening reading in the gauge upon startup would be a good idea, like a choice if I just wanted to do away with it. Also, maybe even more connectivity with gadgets. I think that would be a good thing. So the question is, sulit ba? Is this worth it? Now, this will ultimately depend on you. If you're looking to get to point A to point B with zero consideration to style, heritage, and quality, traits you don't really care about in a scoot, well then, you might be better off just looking for a much cheaper ride. There are many out there that will do all of that and it will just cost you 2 to 5 times less. However, if you understand tradition, lifestyle, exceptional quality, tasteful lines, impeccable craftsmanship, collectability, and resale value, then the Lambretta G350 will make you happy. Just like it made me happy and compelled me to just want to look at it every day and ride it. That's the bottom line. Will it make you happy? I'll see you guys on the road. You guys ride safe. This is Zach for another Makina Moto feature on the G350 from Lambretta. Ciao!
And